I slipped onto the stool with my ginger ale, and my head is full of a strange fear about the future of our passwords.
That sounds like quite a storm for one glass of ginger ale, Claire. What is the fear really about?
People keep saying quantum computers could break the internet, and I do not know if that is real or just a scary headline.
The headline is dramatic, but the idea behind it is simple. Our current digital locks rely on math problems that are easy to check, but very hard to undo.
Like a puzzle that is quick to confirm once solved, but almost impossible to solve from scratch.
Exactly, most websites, banking apps, and messages use keys based on those puzzles, and public keys let strangers talk to you safely without meeting first.
So where does the quantum part come in, and why does it shake all this?
A large enough quantum computer could run an algorithm that turns those hard puzzles into manageable ones, so some classic locks, especially those based on factoring or certain elliptic curves, would not stand.
That sounds like a countdown, but I also hear people say we will be fine. Which one is it?
Both feelings can be true, because we have new locks that are not known to fall to those quantum tricks, and the race is to move to them before the old locks get weak.
New locks already exist, like right now.
Yes, researchers and standards groups have picked sets of new building blocks. They have fancy names, but their idea is to secure keys and signatures in ways that do not crumble under the quantum method.
If the new locks exist, why is this not solved already?
Changing the locks on a global city while the traffic flows takes patience. You cannot close the roads, yet you must still replace the gates without losing the keys.
So people are migrating while the city is awake, and no one can pause the city even for a minute.
You have it, the web is a living thing, and every phone, server, router, and card reader must agree on how to speak, so the shift must be steady and careful.
I keep hearing about Harvest Now and Decrypt Later, and it gives me a chill. What does it really mean?
It means an eavesdropper could copy your encrypted data today and store it, then wait for a future machine to unlock it. If the data is still sensitive by then, the secret leaks.
So messages about a family health story or a research file at work could still matter years later.
Yes, some secrets fade fast, others keep their value for decades. So long-term privacy cares about what might happen in the future, not only about today.
If that is real, how do we protect ourselves right now?
Two ideas help. The first is to adopt new locks that resist the quantum method, and the second is to use hybrid locks combining old and new so that breaking both at once becomes far less likely.
Hybrid sounds like wearing a belt and suspenders, not glamorous but safe.
That is the spirit. Hybrid setups let systems evolve in place so browsers, apps, and servers can add the new parts without losing the old reach.
Tell me about these new locks in plain words. I want to picture how they work without getting lost.
Think of two jobs we must do online. We need to trade a fresh secret, to talk privately, and we need to sign our names so others trust who's speaking.
So one is key exchange for privacy, and one is digital signature for identity.
Perfect. The new family offers a private exchange tool and a couple of signature tools. They use math that seems sturdy even if a quantum box arrives.
Do these new tools change how my browser feels? Will pages slow down or fail?
In many cases, the change is quiet. The handshake might be a little larger, but on a good network, you will not notice much. You might only see a newer label in a security report if you go looking.
What about my phone and chat apps? Do they need new locks too?
Everything that uses public keys needs a planned messaging, payments, software updates, and health systems. Over time, updates will spread like new bricks in old walls.
Is there a risk that a rushed switch could cause new bugs or new loopholes?
Any change has risk, which is why engineers test in phases. They try hybrids and pilot rollouts, they measure performance, and they watch for corner cases. The task is to keep trust steady.
Can you break down an example from a normal day, something I can feel in my hands?
Imagine you open a bank page, you'll browse it, and the bank agree on a plan to swap a fresh key. If the plan uses a new method plus an old one, the traffic can be protected even if one method ever weakens.
And what about my messages to friends and family?
A secure chat establishes new session,
keys often. If the app upgrades to a post-quantum plan for its key setup or its long-term identity keys, then your future transcripts gain stronger armor.
Sometimes people talk about bigger keys and signatures. Will that make my device run hot?
The new items can be larger, yet good designs keep them within comfort, and code is tuned to avoid waste. In practice, the cost is manageable for modern devices.
I am trying to map the timeline. How long will this migration take?
Think in years, not weeks. Old certificates and devices live long lives, and fleets update on cycles. The important thing is that planning and early moves are in motion.
I want to know what I can do if I'm just a curious person at a counter with ginger ale.
Stay updated, choose services that publish their security plans, keep your apps and browsers current, and back up two-factor methods that do not rely on a single device.
If I run a small business with a website and some cloud tools, what then?
Ask your providers about their roadmaps, rotate certificates on a healthy schedule, test modern protocols in a staging setup, and keep an inventory of where cryptography appears in your stack.
Inventory sounds dull, but it also sounds like the difference between action and hope.
It is the boring hero. If you do not know where a system uses cryptography, you cannot plan the upgrade, so you start with a list and tag long-lived secrets first.
What counts as a long-lived secret?
Medical files, legal archives, personal records that must remain private for a long span, certain research data, and any document whose exposure could still bite in 10 or 20 years.
Is it fair to say the threat depends on both the power of future machines and the value of the data over time?
That is exactly the equation. Risk is not a yes or no label, it is a scale shaped by how long the secret must stay hidden and how soon the tools to pry it might appear.
When I hear people say quantum will break everything, I feel panic. But when I hear standards groups have a plan, I feel calm. How do I hold both without swinging?
You borrow the pilot mindset, concern without panic, curiosity without denial, and you move step by step. Today, you learn, tomorrow you update, and the day after you review.
I like that. It makes the future feel like a road and not a cliff.
And a road with milestones, first experiments, then hybrids, then broader use, and at each step the systems report on the effect so the public can see progress instead of rumors.
A rumor I often hear is that a sudden day will arrive when all old traffic turns to plain text at once.
Real life is slower and messier. Attackers aim for value, not drama, and defenders replace the heaviest locks first. The race is ongoing yet not theatrical.
What about software updates and device firmware? Do they use signatures that need new methods?
Yes, code signing is one of the great pillars. It lets a device trust a new update. Planning here is careful, since a weak signature could let a fake update sneak in.
Could you give me a clean summary of what must change and what stays the same?
The promise stays the same. Two strangers can talk in private and trust identities across the world. The building blocks change, and for a while both generations run side by side.
You make it sound like changing the steel in a bridge while cars keep crossing.
That is an honest picture. Engineers scaffold the old trust with new pieces. They redirect a lane. They keep weight limits in mind, and by dawn the bridge holds better than before.
I am still worried about my old emails and files that are encrypted with the old way. What happens to them?
If they are recorded by someone hostile and remain valuable later, there is risk. One countermeasure is to re-encrypt high-value archives with stronger methods and to limit who can copy them in the first place.
So not all old data is doomed, but wise people pick the parts worth refreshing.
Yes, the point is not to fear every byte. The point is to know which bytes still matter and to give them a new coat of paint.
I like the coat of paint line, because repainting is routine, not a crisis.
Exactly, routine action beats heroic rescue. Quiet maintenance wins more battles than dramatic speeches.
Tell me a story of a company that handled this well, so I can copy the lesson.
Picture a small clinic that maps where its records live. It moves client portals to modern handshake methods. It refreshes archives with stronger keys. It trains staff to update systems on schedule, and it writes down the plan so the next person can follow it.
I can see it, small steps done with care, and the patients never notice a thing beyond smoother logins.
Right, good security feels like air, vital yet invisible, and the clinic spends its energy on care rather than constant alarms.
If someone asked you for 3 plain rules to survive the quantum era, what would you say?
First, keep your software fresh. Second, choose services that show a clear plan for modern cryptography. Third, know what data must stay secret the longest and treat it as special.
Those are simple rules I can remember.
Simplicity is power. The best defenses are habits that stick.
Let us take a breath and look at the words again. What is the simplest way to define post-quantum cryptography for a friend?
It is a family of methods designed to stay safe even if a powerful quantum computer arrives. They replace or reinforce the old methods we still use today.
Could a person know whether their browser or app already uses any of this?
Some apps publish notes or dashboards, and browsers often list the handshake details in a security panel. If a service uses a hybrid, you may spot unfamiliar names.
Would you say the public should expect a quiet shift rather than a sudden flag day?
Yes, a quiet shift spread over years, with bursts of adoption as major platforms finish testing and roll out the change to all users.
Why is there so much debate online about when the big quantum machines will arrive?
Estimates vary because building such machines is a research journey, so the wise plan for the impact without betting on a single date.
I want to tell my friends one crisp takeaway as we leave tonight.
Tell them this: the locks are changing before the thieves get the master key, and your part is to keep your gear current and choose services that say how they protect your future self.
You have a gift for straight answers without fear or fluff.
Thank you. Straight answers let people act rather than freeze.
I still have one more doubt. Is it safe to say the new methods are perfect?
No system is perfect, but the new methods are built on problems believed to be hard even for quantum tools, and the open review process is designed to test them hard.
So trust comes from open eyes, not blind faith.
Well put, we trust because many minds try to break the tools and fail, and because the community adjusts when better designs appear.
If a viewer is a student and wants to help, where can they begin?
Learn the basics of cryptography, learn how protocols stitch pieces together, and practice clear writing. The world needs engineers who can explain as well as build.
You mean the world needs translators between math and life?
Yes, a clear sentence is a safety device. Confusion costs more than latency.
I feel calmer now, not because the world is simple, but because the path is simple enough to walk.
Calm plus steps equals progress, and progress compounds when shared.
Before I finish my ginger ale, can we touch on what not to do?
Do not wait for a headline to act. Do not buy a magic box that claims to fix everything. And do not ignore the inventory of where your systems use cryptography.
I will write those down in plain words tonight.
Good plain words stick under pressure.
Is there any gentle myth you want to leave with me so I can let it go?
Let go of the myth that safety arrives in a single leap. The web gets safer through many small pushes done by many hands.
That feels true in the room. Soft jazz, patient steps, many hands, and one city of connections.
And you are part of those hands whenever you choose an update or ask a good question.
Thank you, boss. I came in with a knot in my chest and I am leaving with a map.
Carry it lightly, check it often, and share it when a friend looks lost.
One last sip and one last question. What would you say to my future self about the countdown?
I would say the countdown is a schedule for caretakers and not a doomsday clock, and you are one of the caretakers now.
Then let us count by actions and not by fear.
That will do nicely.
Thanks for tonight. I think I finally understand why the new locks matter, and how I can help without becoming an expert.
Understanding is the first lock you change. Safe travels, Claire.
Safe travels, boss, and thank you for making the hard things gentle.
My pleasure, and may your ginger ale always sparkle at the right moment.
It does tonight, and the city feels a bit safer than when I walked in.
That is all the city can ask of an evening. Good night.
Rest well and let the ideas settle.
I will. Good night, boss.
Good night, Claire.
Until next time, keep the questions coming.
I will, and I will bring a friend to listen quietly.
A quiet listener is the best company for clear thought.
Then we will try to be good company for your wisdom.
Wisdom travels best when it has a friendly seat at the counter.
Then this counter is a station for better locks and better habits.
And for better stories that make those habits natural.
You make me think a safe web is also a kinder web.
It is at least a more respectful one where promises are kept for the long term.
I like promises kept, even when memories fade.
So do the people you will never meet, whose data shares a network with yours.
I will remember that when I tap update tomorrow.
That tap is worth more than 1,000 anxious scrolls.
You really do turn worry into steps.
It is a vocation in a world that sells worry by the headline.
I am grateful you sell steps instead.
Steps compound into safety.
Then I will keep walking.
And I will keep the lights on.
Thank you, and good night for real.
Good night for real.
It is late, I should probably head home now. Oh no, I just realized I left my wallet at home. Since I forgot my wallet, could you, the person sitting just along the counter, kindly cover the ginger ale tonight? I know you have been listening to us the whole time. If anything here helped even a little, would you please consider it? Yes. Thank you so much. You are a lifesaver. You can use the QR code at the bottom right of the video or the link in the description to send a little support. Please also tap like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. It makes a big difference. There are links in the description to other series as well, completely different shows that you might enjoy later. Thanks again for being here tonight, and have a gentle night until we meet at the counter next time.